Hello and welcome to another update video about Chainlink. So with Chainlink we have a potential trade setup coming shortly for anybody who has a bit of patience. This would be if we now finish off this wave to the upside, which should happen at some point unless it completely blasts through the roof, which could always happen. But then, we don't have a valid setup. So the setup would be if we finish off 5 waves up now, because then it could either be here this ABC structure where we finish off the C wave shortly, but we have enough waves for the C wave already, within B, which could then still come down, absolutely. So that's still a possibility and a potential in this chart. Yeah, I haven't even reset the wave 2. Again, I mentioned it many times. I won't really turn more bullish in this chart, about this chart, until we break above 950, above this wave E high. Of course, you can trade this stuff if you like to. I mean, I talked about it, similar situation to Polygon Matic, right? We talked about as long as this swing low is holding, we can focus on higher. So it's very simple. You can have a trend that's down on the daily time frame and the trend that's up on a shorter time frame. Some people don't seem to understand this, but down here we talked at some point about that we will first of all go a bit higher, probably in a higher B wave. Yeah, but this of course doesn't mean that suddenly this downtrend is over. Yeah, we have short-term uptrend, and if anybody is trading the shorter time frame, you can of course, you could have entered down here, you could have entered here when I said the 630 level, that's the key support. Against that we can focus on higher, because that was a recent, swing low, it was a trade setup, and we are pushing higher. It's just trading and also analyzing is more complex than is it going up or down. That's just sort of, not how it works. That is not how it works. You can have a trend that's down on the daily. You can have a trend that's up on the whatever, the hourly. And if eventually that trend on the hourly is getting big enough, it will also change the trend on the daily. That's how it works. So here we have a situation that we could simply be in this complex pattern here, an ending diagonal to the downside here in the C wave, to the downside, which would then eventually finish off the bear market. Still possible target between 290 to 350. The move up doesn't really change that. However, what would change that is a break above 950, an impulsive break, or, and that's the other pattern, if we get a 5-wave move out of this, which we don't really have yet, not a clear one at least, then this could count as a wave 1. Yeah, and if we have a wave 1 here, then what we can do by just being patient, we can wait for the wave 2 pullback. And if that wave 2 pullback is in 3 waves, we can enter. Yeah, and then even if the daily trend is still down, it might be a trade setup that people can use to go long. Then you will be able to define there a support area, we'll be able to do that. And then we will be able to enter in a possible uptrend. But then again, there are more reliable charts at the moment than Chainlink, but anybody who wants to trade it, feel free to do so. At the moment, you could understand this here as, possibly a leading diagonal, wave 1. Or actually all of this as a diagonal pattern. So possibly then here the 2, here the 3 maybe, let me think, but you would have to put the 3 here. Something like that. Yeah, so I'm still need to double check that. So if we have the wave 1, I mean, this could count in such a diagonal. Each of the subwaves would be an ABC. So you would have here ABC, ABC, ABC in wave 3, then the 4 and the 5 would be ideal. We're currently trying to break out of the wedge pattern here. So, but again, we can adjust. It depends. We need to see if we get rejected here, which at the moment it seems to be we are, but it's not strong enough yet. Then we could look at this 4th wave and the 5th wave to the upside. Possibly this is already done, and we have the 5 waves, but this looks a bit like a 5-wave move. So ideally we want a clearer 3-wave move here, but Either way, there are different interpretations. So the point that I try to make here, if we come down now and we are going to hold a certain support level, which I cannot give you yet because we haven't really seen a substantial high or top or, you know, confirmed top, then I will be able to give you a support area, and we could look at it as a potential, at least alternative wave 1 to the upside, here a wave 2, and that might be another area to scale in. But then at the same time, we have other charts that look a bit more promising, where we also get a 1-2 setup, and you know, if they generally look a bit more bullish than, for example, LINK, because they have a clearer bottom, then I would not try to trade LINK, because LINK, if it really is a 1-2 setup, then LINK would have formed a truncated low, and a truncated low has to be the exception. And if there is any issue with any chart that might reduce the reliability of the chart, I always try to avoid it. So that's what I try to do. I mean, I know a lot of people like to trade their favorite coins, but I would prefer to trade charts. Yeah, this is different when you're investing for the long term, but when you really want to trade a chart, don't think about what kind of project it is. Think about, is the chart reliable, right? So that's going to be interesting in the next few days. And yeah, at the moment, I don't think we have the clear 5-wave move yet, so I'm still waiting for that. And if we get that, it would, you know, give us at least reasonable reason to believe that we could, in a move down, have a wave 2, so basically a 1-2 setup to trade a third wave. So I'm gonna be looking forward to that. I will let you know. I will keep you updated. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.